The Formulas tab contains a wide range of pre-written formulas called functions, including summations, logic functions, text, lookups, maths, and trigonometry. These enable expert users to write complex calculations. In this example, we're going to perform a lookup, which is one of the functions found in the Formula tab. A lookup is like looking up someone's number in the phone book. You look up the person's name to find their number. We're going to use the lookup function to find the number of pets each student owns in the imported text worksheet and put it next to their names in the Room 1 Pets worksheet. So, we're asking Excel to look up each student's name in the imported text worksheet and find the number of pets they own. First, we'll insert a new column in the Room 1 Pets worksheet. And call it Number of Pets. Select the top cell in the new column, then go to Lookups and Reference in the Formula tab and select Lookup. There are two types of lookup. We want the first one, what's called a vector lookup. Now in the formula bar, we can see the lookup function, followed by brackets. Inside the brackets, Excel lists the three things it needs to know to perform the function, separated by commas. These are called arguments. The first argument is the lookup value. In other words, what Excel needs to look up. We want Excel to look up the student's name. So we click on the student name in the top row. The cell address appears in the formula bar. We need to put a comma after it to separate it from the next argument. The second argument is the lookup vector, or where Excel is going to look. We want Excel to look up the student name in the imported text worksheet. So we show Excel where we want it to look up the student name. We go to Imported Text Worksheet and select all the student names. This tells Excel to look for the student name somewhere in that range of cells. Notice this argument contains two things we discussed earlier: a reference to another worksheet using the exclamation mark and a range of cells separated by a colon. We need to put a comma after it to separate it from the next argument. Finally, we need to tell Excel the result we want, that is, the number of pets the student owns. So we select all the cells in the number of pets column in the imported text worksheet. Looking at the formula, again there's a reference to another worksheet using the exclamation mark and a range of cells separated by a colon. Good, the formula works. Amelia has 2 pets. Now we want to apply this formula to the cells below. But if we simply drag down to fill the cells below, we'll get errors. Why? Because Excel automatically changes the range of cells in the lookup vector and the result vector. We don't want that. We want Excel to look in the same range of cells every time. So we need to make those cells an absolute reference. Let's delete the copied formulas. Then edit our original formula. We just click in the formula bar and add dollar signs in front of the values we want to make absolute. Here, 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 and here. Now we apply the formula to the cells below. That looks right. So now we can sort our data by the number of pets each student owns. And we can see that the student who has the most number of pets has 4 fish. And there are several students with 1 pet, including a horse, and a tarantula called Toby. Functions are predefined formulas that perform calculations using values called arguments. Arguments are shown in brackets, separated by commas. In the lookup function, each of the arguments refers to a cell or range of cells. By entering the cell references, we tell Excel 2007 where to find the data it needs to perform the lookup.